to get started. So tonight, I'm super excited to welcome you guys to our Monday night call because we're going to be talking about a strong business launch. And, this is something we talk about pretty frequently, but it's always a good reminder. And there's always new people joining our business. And it's great for you to continue as a sponsor and as a leader to continue learning how to teach them and coach them. But it's also great for new people to jump on and hear firsthand what they can do to really launch strong and be successful. And so I'm going to share some things that I've heard from other NMDs, some things that I've experienced myself in my journey to National Marketing Director, and just want to share some tips and wisdom with you guys. So there's basically going to be 6 steps that I share, and I'm going to go into some detail on some of them. So really, anytime you start something new, there is a level of excitement, and there's a level of excitement around the product you're sharing, around the business you're sharing, around what it is you're doing and what's new that you have to share. And so the first step is really to play off of that excitement and take it to all areas of your business. Don't just be excited about your product story, because we know that to build a successful business, you have to have that excitement run from your product story to your business story, and even into the nitty gritty about Juice Plus. I think one of the biggest things that people get shot down on is the price of Juice Plus, and I find that new people especially, are shy about the price, are reserved about the price. Maybe they are a little timid to share it, but we need to bring excitement to the price of the products, because if we're excited about it, then other people are going to be less likely to throw a fit about it or to push back or to think that it's an issue. Obviously, all of us are affording Juice Plus. We've made it a priority. We put it into our budget because it's important. And so really, the way that you do that is you build your own belief. You learn, why does it cost what it does? How expensive is it to buy 30 raw fruits and vegetables at the store? How expensive is it to go to a juice bar and get a juice? And how many fruits and vegetables do you get there? How expensive are vitamins? And you don't even get, half of the nutrients in a vitamin as you do in Juice Plus. And so really building that rock solid belief. And, today, and I really remember when I kind of got over this hurdle of thinking it was expensive, because let's be honest, most people do think it's expensive when they first start, if they have no realm of comparison. And I wasn't even buying vitamins when I started Juice Plus. And so for me, I originally thought it was expensive, but when my mind shifted and when I learned the value of what I get every single day with Juice Plus, it totally changed. And now when people ask for the price, I say, you know what, that is the best part. It's only $71 a month for you, or if it's Children's Health Study, for you and your child to be on Juice Plus. It's so incredible. It's only, that's $2 a day for 30 fruits and vegetables. You can't even, get a couple of fruits and vegetables for $2.38. Or I compare it to juicing. Like I bought a juice last week and it was $7 for 5, fruits and vegetables. Or, you can compare it to things like, for $70, you get the benefit of something in your body every single day. But, one personal training session can be $70. One massage can be $70. A manicure and pedicure can be $70. There's just so much people spend $70 on that, we have to help them see that this is the best way to spend that money on their well-being and on their health. The second principle is to be open, to be teachable. We want you to be coachable. If you join this business, you are a student. You get to take the role of a student, and your sponsor gets to take the role of a teacher, as an educator. And no matter how old or new they are in the business, you have an upline support system who are going to be teaching you and coaching you through this. You're not doing this alone. Nobody expects you to just walk into Juice Plus and be like, know exactly how to talk to people, know how to talk about the research, know how to talk about the products, know how to share the business. That's why you have support. And the number one reason I think a lot of people can fail in this endeavor is because they try to do it alone and they don't stay connected to their upline support. They don't ask for help on these conversations. They don't share the feedback they're getting and ask for how to, go back to that person. And so we really need you to be, coachable and teachable to, and then when you're coached, when you allow your sponsor to say, hey, here's a great video, or here's how you can approach this conversation, or here's what I would say back to them, taking that and then being able to, the second part of that is be willing to do the activity. When someone coaches you, it's not coaching and then done. You've got to go and act on that coaching. You've got to do the activity. You've got to decide and commit to taking the actions that are going to get you closer to the goals that you have in mind. And that's really centered around your DMO and what activity you want to do for your business every single day. And then that kind of leads into the third part of this second principle is your desire, your why. You have to be reminding yourself, number one, I'm going to be teachable. Number two, I'm going to do the action. And number three, I'm going to remind myself consistently about my why, because we know that, sometimes we wane in our excitement and enthusiasm for our business or for sharing the products. But if we have a strong why for doing the business, it needs to be front and center. It needs to be on a sticky note in your car, on your phone. It needs to be on your vision board. It needs to be stuck on your computer. It needs to be something that's going to make you do the hard things and make you do the uncomfortable things. Maybe it's you want to pay for your child to go to dance class, or you want to pay off debt, or you want to go on a family vacation and you're going to save your Juice Plus money, or you need to cover your products just to stay on them. Like whatever your why is right now, that needs to be visible, and it needs to remind you when you're tired that this is worthy of your time and of your energy and of your commitment. Remembering, why did I say just yes to Juice Plus? Why did I say yes to this mission? And that's what's going to keep you sharing and keep you moving forward and progressing and not falling short of those goals that you have for yourself. The third thing that you need to do to start your business strong, to launch your business strong, is discipline your disappointments. You've heard this before, but one thing I've been talking to people lately on coaching calls about is really rising skills. If you've gone through the Brave Leaders course, Brene Brown studies shame and guilt and fear and all these things. She talks about rising skills and how to rise once you fall. Anytime you're doing something worthy, worthwhile, important, you're in this arena, is what she calls it. You're in the arena, and you're going to feel, when you're in the arena, you're doing something brave. You're doing something uncomfortable. You're doing something that can potentially change people's lives. And so you're going to fall. You're going to get knocked down. There's going to be no's. There's going to be rejection. And the ability that you have to rise after a fall is so important in this business. And that's why you need to stay connected to your upline and to our calls every week and to our team pages, because you need that positive influence pouring back in you so that you can discipline your disappointments. I think a lot of times when we get knocked down and we get a no, we can tend to think like, I'm just no good at this. People don't listen to me. You have a pity party. You feel like, you just aren't going to be successful and it's just you. But then if you plug into your upline, you plug into sidelines, you start talking about how you're feeling, you're going to realize you're not alone. Other people feel the same way. They've been there. They've done that. They've pushed through, and you can too. And so we just want to encourage you to really learn how to discipline your disappointments and create rising skills. And they're called a skill set for a reason. It's not something most people have day one. It's something you build over time. So like the first, couple of weeks and months in your business, no's and rejection can maybe knock you out for a couple of days, and you feel, gosh, I don't even want to share with people now because I feel so, defeated. But if you can communicate that to your sponsor, if you can work through it, the next time it happens, maybe you're only knocked down for a day. And then the next time it's like 30 minutes, and then it's 15 minutes, and you're able to come back and say, you know what? I believe in what I'm doing. I know it's making a difference, and there's people out there that I'm called to help, and I'm going to keep sharing, and I'm going to go talk to the next person. I'm going to go make the next phone call. I'm going to go check in on my customer. You're going to have that resilience that you need to keep moving forward, and that is so important. And it is a practice, learned skill, and something that we want to help you work through. The fourth thing is, in your first 60 to 90 days, we want you to commit to an event. I cannot tell you how powerful this is. Commit to participating in an event that is going on outside of your own, self. Obviously, we want you to do your own in-home events and to share Juice Plus with others, but we want you to commit to getting to an event. Maybe it's a local co-op event that's been put on. Maybe it's a regional, maybe it's a boot camp, maybe it's the conference that's coming up in Phoenix. That's coming up April 26th. It's, 2 months away. It's an amazing time. I'll tell you this, when I went to my first conference in 2010, that was my line in the sand. That's when I decided, you know what? This is for me. I saw the people, I saw the culture, I saw how happy they were. I saw people doing crazy things like RVing for 4 years. I saw hope and just people who didn't live for the weekends, people who didn't dread Mondays. And for me, I was in a position in my corporate job where I was dreading Monday. I lived for the weekend. I wanted more time freedom. I wanted to travel. And so I went to that conference. I saw that, and I saw people making a difference and feeling really good about it. And that's when I knew that this was for me, and this is something that I could do not just as a hobby like I had been doing, but something I could do as a business and really build a future on. And so if you are, even if you're brand new, if you're remotely considering, we want you to come to conference in Phoenix. It's going to be a game changer. But getting to conference is going to give you that third-party validation. It's going to help you see a bigger part of our culture. It's going to help you connect with our mission. It's going to build your belief. And it's going to be a great opportunity for you to show on social media that you're not doing this alone, but that you're doing it with a group of like-minded people, which is really powerful. The fifth thing is show up every day. Trust the process. I know that some days are going to be good and bad, and we talked about the rising skills, but keep showing up. Consistency is the key to longevity in this business. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your Juice Plus business isn't going to be either. But if you want something that's going to pay you dividends for life, if you want something that can truly replace a part-time income, a six-figure income, something that can give you choices that maybe you never thought you had before, you have to be committed, and you have to be consistent. You have to show up every day. And remember, you're doing it for yourself. You're showing up for yourself. I tell people a lot of times we hear treat it like a business, but really you need to treat it like a job. And I know I've shared this before, but consider, would you hire yourself? Are you the kind of person that you would want to hire? Are you showing up when it's hard? Are you showing up when you're tired? Are you showing up when it's inconvenient? That's really what's going to make or break this. And the beautiful thing is you get to choose when you do your work for Juice Plus. No one's saying you have to be here from 8 to 5. You get to choose when you show up during the 24 hours of each day. But the most important thing is that you do it, and that you do it really, really consistently. And then the sixth thing is, and it's tied to the other one, but it's champion your morning. There's this book that I'm going to get, and it's on my list for March. It's called The Miracle Morning, and it's really about setting yourself up for success and making your morning your time to lay a foundation for success in your business. And so a couple of things that are really helpful that I've personally experienced, that I've heard other people personally experience, to really make sure that you own your mornings and that they don't own you, are these. So number one, no cell phone the first hour that you wake up. So many people wake up and you roll over and you're looking at Facebook, you're scrolling your text messages, you're automatically, your day is hijacked, your brain is spinning. When you wake up, you have the most clarity of mind that you have the whole day. you have this precious brain space that's been recovering and healing and rejuvenated all night. You want to give that to the most important things, the things that are going to serve you the best. You don't want to give them to Facebook or to emails or to random texts. You want to give it. So whether that means putting your phone on airplane mode, putting your phone away from you, putting it on silent, whatever that is, turning it off, the first hour of your day, just having your phone away from you so that you can do some of the most important things. The second is, use that first hour of your day to set to have a quiet time, to spend time with God, to spend time reflecting, to meditating, really giving your body that peaceful start to the day where you are reflecting and showing gratitude. You're thinking about the things that you are grateful for, because it's so important to start with gratitude, because gratitude will take you out of a negative headspace faster than anything else out there. It's a time for affirmations, the I am statements. I am a rock star recruiter. I am attracting people to my business. I am I am fun to be with. I am, going to get, 5 customers this month. I am, they can go on and on, but the things that maybe you don't believe yet about yourself, those can be your I am statements, the things that you want to be true for yourself, because the more you tell them about yourself and to yourself, the more you're going to believe them. Spend time in a devotion or a reading or listening to something inspirational in the morning. And then having a daily at least list. And this is something that will literally change your business. We all are busy. I hear that all the time. I'm just so busy. Well, newsflash, everyone's busy. No matter if you have 10 kids or 1 kid or no kids, everyone is busy. But that's not an excuse not to do your business, because there's plenty of busy people out there rocking their businesses. And so having a daily at least list, this is the things that you, no matter come rain or storm, these are the things that you have to get done that day for your business. And this is going to make or break. These are the most important things that you are trying to accomplish that are going to get you to your goals. These are the what we call IPAs, income producing activities. These are the things that you need to be following up with leads. You need to be reaching out to, taking care of your shredders. You need to be reaching out and starting new conversations. We know that the lifeblood of our business is starting new conversations each week. Whether they're getting back in touch with someone, they're directly sharing the business, but they have to be done every single week and ideally every single day. Whether it's 1 or 2 or 5, every morning, have your list of the income producing activities that you need to do in order to move your business forward based on your goals. And your sponsor, your support system can guide you in what those income producing activities are gonna be for you, depending upon your goals. But we know that having new conversations, sharing Juice Plus, and sharing our business with people every week is it's like the meat and potatoes. It's literally the bulk of what's going to progress your business forward. And then lastly, be aware of distractions in your morning. Don't let, that text message distract you. Don't let an email coming through distract you. Don't let, the dog distract you, or your husband, or, whatever. If you need to do this before your kids get up, then that's what you need to do. Get up 30 minutes earlier. And I was telling someone today that in the grand scheme of life, it may suck to get up 30 minutes earlier, especially if it's like 5:30 or 6 a.m. But what if 30 minutes earlier could get you free of debt? What if 30 minutes earlier every day could get you, a 6-figure income? What if it could get you choices? What if it could get you freedom to travel? What if it could get you, the ability to pay for your kids' college? Like what if it could get you health insurance? These are the things you have to remember. That's why I put in there, we need your why. Your right now why needs to be up front and center, because that's what's going to keep you motivated to do the hard things. And, we have to make sacrifices in everything we do in life. If your kid plays soccer, then maybe they can't play t-ball because the practices are the same times or the expense is too much. We're constantly making choices and making sacrifices. But we need to weigh, what is the sacrifice of making sure that I'm spending time on my business every single day? What are the rewards of that going to be? And what do I see for my future with this? And if you have a vision for your future, if you are committed to this as a business, then it's going to be worth it. And you're going to feel so good when you accomplish that 30 minutes, when you accomplish those income producing activities, those daily things that have to get done. And then the rest of your time you can spend, with your kids, doing your other job, with your spouse, doing other things, cleaning the house, but making sure that, once you get those things checked off your to-do list, then, you might find you have extra time for your business, and that's great. But it's just that consistency that's going to pay off. So really, as I kind of wrap up here, I wanted to remind you, and I forgot to say this on step 2, which is be open and teachable. We do have a roadmap for you guys for launching your business. And I'm going to share my screen real quick and show you guys. Just kidding. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys our kind of roadmap for new team. So we have this website called PlantStrongLife.org. The password is Go PlantStrong, all one word, lowercase. But basically, it's a roadmap for getting started with your business, and all of these steps are meant to help you get off on the right foot. So you're working on your first promotion. All of these steps in here are meant to help you get started with your first promotion. The second is getting trained on the virtual office, how to place orders, how to add new team when they want to join. We're actually going to be, in the next week or two, we're going to be updating this and linking it to our YouTube channel, because instead of one long, 30-minute video, we're going to have several 5-minute little short clips, like how to place an order, how to add a rep, all these short videos. So that'll be something to watch for. Discovering your why. We talked about that tonight, your product story, your business story. What are you going to tell people? That's so important. Learning about the products and the company, and the 7-day rep orientation is meant to do that. It's meant to train you. It's giving you videos. It's giving you background and history and knowledge to be able to pay it forward and share with others. And then social media. How do you share on social media? How do you get the word out? And so these are kind of our 5 steps to really getting launched strong. And but really, I wanted to share the bulk of tonight was really just about kind of the mindset that you have to have a strong business launch. And it's really that excitement, that openness to be teachable, that strong connection to your why, the discipline when you get no's and rejection, being committed, showing up, allowing yourself to go to that first event in your first 60 to 90 days, and being consistent with your activity and managing your mornings. And those are so important. And, I've learned these things over the years. I wish I could have learned them all in the beginning, like some of you guys are learning, but they have paid off. And, find the areas that you're weak in and talk to your sponsor about how can I improve on these? Which of these do you see as a place that I need to work on? Or which of these am I doing well? That would be a great, really productive conversation for you guys to have with your downline, with your upline, to kind of figure out where they're lacking belief, where they're doing great, and how to kind of get them all, raise the bar on all areas of launching a strong business. So that's what I have to share with you guys tonight. I want to stop and take some time and see if anyone has questions, comments, thoughts, before we kind of jump off and kind of get prepared for the rest of the week. So if you guys have a question, you can unmute yourself, or you can type a question in and I can unmute you, or
Michelle, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. So you said that it's best to not do your cell phone in the morning, but then you also said in the morning you want to do your IPAs. So what kind of things do you suggest? I mean, I know you gave a list of listening to inspirational things, but if your to-do list, your most important things are things you need to do with your cell phone. Like, how do you suggest kind of going about that?
Well, here's it does sound contradictory, but the theory is, that's a great question. You want to start out not letting your cell phone dictate what you're doing in the morning. So your cell phone can be used, but after you are clear-minded, maybe you've had your gratitude, you've got your mindset straight, and you know exactly what activity you're going to do when you get on your cell phone, then you can transition into using your cell phone. It's just so that the goal with that is just so that your cell phone is not distracting you and telling you what to do because 7 people texted you while you were asleep, you got 17 emails, Facebook give you 72 notifications. We're just trying to steer clear of that. But you can use your cell phone for the income producing activities once your mindset, once your plan of action is created so that you know you're not going to get distracted with all those things.
Awesome. Thank you. That's a great answer.
You're welcome. Great question.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. I was just thinking, after you had gone over the PlantStrong, the 5 top things to do, I think that's definitely worth, even though I've been doing this for a little bit, it's definitely worth to revisit all of those and just to make sure and brush up that you're doing all of them because, we do so many things. I'm sure something did slip through the cracks. So I'm definitely going to revisit all of those again just to make sure I'm actually doing all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easy to kind of get fixated or like stick with what you're comfortable at and then not do other things or, you get heavy on some activity and not others, but it's really the balance of, multiple things that are going to help your business progress. Awesome.
Michelle, I just wanted, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. I just had a thought. I didn't have a question, but I love this idea of learning how to rise after, I think it can be applied to so much more than just the business, because at first it was like huge to come back after the rejection or, the feeling of disappointment or my expectations not being met. And that would like totally derail me. I mean, sometimes for a whole week. It was really bad at first for me. And I had to work through a lot of that. And now, it might take me a few minutes to rebound. But the whole concept of learning how to rise just from life disappointments and, stress or things that are going on personally that impact our business is huge too. So I feel like that whole concept applies to things that are happening in our personal life and in the business, and learning, that skill of rising and coming back and rebounding and, having a reason to rise up, after we've kind of fallen or gotten derailed a little bit. So I think that was huge. And I really appreciated you sharing that because it is a skill set. Like, it is something you have to learn, and every person has to work through it differently, I feel like, but that's a huge part of the business and being able to keep going, no matter what's happening in life or the business and the conversation. So I really appreciate you sharing that. That was huge.
Yeah. And there's a great book that Brene Brown, who puts on the Brave Leaders program, wrote. It's called Rising Strong by Brene Brown. I know that some people, Jenny, her team went through it and they haven't been through the same program as me, but they really loved it. And so she goes into more depth on that if you want to check that out.
That's cool. What's the first name?
Brene, it's Brene.
Oh, okay.
I think there's probably an accent mark or something.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. Any other questions, you guys? Okay. Well, speak now or forever hold your peas and carrots. Sorry, I'm so cool. Oh. Well, you guys have an awesome night. Thanks for joining. I hope you took some great notes and can apply this to your business. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the call next week. Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Michelle.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Bye,
Thank
Michelle.
you. Bye.
1.5 years. It just tells you how much